Yeah, it's a good reminder. And I think I'm like I've been shedding a lot of like relationships in my life that have been playing out that old pattern of and like calling in powerful women who are doing amazing things in the world, who want to lift each other up and support each other. That was a big part of joining ABI, was because I wanted to be surrounded by women like all of you who are here to support each other and not get like threatened or project insecurities around women in their power. So I appreciate this space so much. It's been really healing, and working with Venus during this time has been really healing. And I feel like I've just been like shedding a lot of those toxic relationships and having really beautiful new ones come through. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, I'm really appreciating this container as well. I feel like so held in like this kind of like taking off stage of my business, of like, okay, here are the systems, here's like the practical things is what I really need, like kind of the backbone, because I'm all ideas, and like having that like stable, solid, rooted backbone of like, okay, this is the process. Okay, you're on this rung of the ladder. Here's the next rung. Okay. And then there's the one after that. And this is the process, like just having a process that I could follow. It's like a map. Because like sometimes I'm like driving in circles. I'm like, where's the road? Where's the road? Oh my God, it's all horizon. Like I could go there. I could go here. I could go there. I don't know where to go. And I really do appreciate like knowing that this container, that you made the container longer, that like, I to have this support is really invaluable, and also be in sisterhood with these brilliant women who are all like masters on so many different levels.
I'm excited for all of you. I'm seeing all the transformations already happening. And I mean, Teresa quit her job.
Yeah.
Were you here for that, Maria? Maybe you were gone.
No.
Oh, she
Oh
quit
my
her job
God.
and like has now booked two like full on
yeah.
package clients. And
I am loving, thank you. I am loving projector mode.
Yes.
It really wasn't going to happen after, being up at 4:30 in the morning to drive an hour to be there at 6:30 to clean teeth all day, to have a half an hour lunch, to come back at 3:15, be home at 4:30. 12 hours of my day was given to somebody else, and I had nothing left. I kept saying, sure, I'll do it. And then I was just like, no. And so I gave him a week's notice and I said, bye.
So good.
And it does, it feels good. And I've got these 2 clients now, and I've got more, more coming. And so it's been a good thing. Yeah. And I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't been in ABI. And I think the shift for me, I think it was, I didn't tell anybody I had done this. I just told you guys. And that's all I needed. I had to be really careful about who I gave that information to, because I did not need somebody else's fears causing concern to me, which is pretty much how it's always been, So, yeah, so there's just, my mom doesn't know, my sister doesn't know. And not because I'm like, feel like I'm doing something wrong. It's just, it won't be accepted. It'll be, what are you going to do? What happens if, but you had a great job, but they don't get it. I'm the crazy spiritual black sheep of the family, so they're not going to get it.
I think the other thing that I didn't anticipate that I got from the Alchemical Business Intensive is sisterhood. And I think that it's so easy in entrepreneurship to have like, it can be quite lonely. And even for me in the online space, I'm very well connected in the mindset space. But what I really enjoyed coming into ABI for was meeting women from so many different facets and industries, like being able to meet with an energy healer and like swapping sessions. Or we had this amazing interior designer that was in our round that is giving me some consultations on switching my office around, and I was able to provide her some business coaching. just the other day on a call in ABI, there was a member who was asking about making big price jumps. And I was able to like give her feedback on like, hey, like, here's how I 10x'd my rate in the last year. And then in the next breath, she was able to help me with like, here's some things around planetary magic. And this is like, these are some of the practices I use. And it's such a beautiful space when you can come together in that room that not only binds together business, but is also spirituality in like a very cohesive container. It's not one without the other. And I just love that, like, in one breath, it was, let's talk about like, you know, doubling or tripling my rate. And then the next breath, it was like, please tell me about how you leverage planetary magic.
Feeling more a part of a business community, I think that was a really big improvement too. Before I felt quite isolated in what I was doing. And now with the women in the intensive, I feel really held in this space that allows me to grow as a business person.
How did you feel about the community aspect of the Alchemical Business Intensive?
Oh, it's so good. And it was super interesting because I remember the first call that we had and I felt like the baby of the group because there were other people who were so much further along in their business. And then as, you know, the last 6 months has unfolded, it's just been so beautiful to watch how like I formed connections with pretty much everyone. And it just sort of, yeah, kind of unfolded all in its own time without any pushing or like, hey, let's be friends, you know? And I feel like I've just had access to so much expertise. And I'm not just talking about yours, but talking about all the amazing gifts that all the other people bring in as well. So yeah, that was like massive value added bonus.
And another one that actually kind of caught me off guard that I didn't think I was necessarily looking for was the like camaraderie and sisterhood. My intensive happened to be all women. I don't know what the next intensive will be. I didn't think that mattered so much. I mean, I know that sisterhood matters. I didn't think that this program would be a place that gave me that nutrient, but it's actually in some of those like just trade calls or like, oh, let's hop on a 15-minute call and I can help you with something. Some of those calls moved huge things in my life. Like one moved a big mindset thing from a woman who in my program who's a mindset coach. Another one does something called spatial alchemy. And she helped me redo my entire office, which drastically changed a lot of things in my business.